Hello, hello, and welcome to Simulacra Studios presents Trinity Continuum Aeon ASIYAH. I am your humble GM, Scott. My pronouns are he, him. These are my awesome players. Their information is on the screen. When last we left our freelance scions, they had continued their super important fate of the world mission to fuck with some young adults who have the audacity to be famous and artists and whatnot. I don't know why they're doing this.
Fuck them
This doesn't.
kids.
This seems to
Fuck
be
them
out of character.
kids.
This seems to be kind
Uh,
of out of character.
as Michael
These
Jordan once
opinions do not
famously said,
necessarily reflect the opinions of the players of this case.
Absolutely.
"No, we love artists. We feel this is the most evil thing I've done in a tabletop game in 15 years."
Absolutely. Yes. But
No
after
comment.
attending one of these shows, casing the joint as it were, they proceeded to infiltrate the Pearl City OpNet social media hub and flooding it with sock puppet counts, all relatively untraceable thanks to the technokinetic powers of Alex. And yeah, the opinion has started to form a bit of a cloud over Anime AOK. Um, as they move on to their next show, attended once again by Vega and Damian, who participate with their psionic talents, but still, it doesn't have the same oomph. They're acting a little guarded, a little like maybe let's not get canceled kind of vibe. Um,
And
but
also
yeah,
pull it back a little.
yeah, pull it back a little. And then there's another day before their next show, where our freelance scions are continuing on their missions to make these kids to have a bad time. So in the day preceding the next show, which I believe is when you are planning to do your big hit job on them, how are you guys preparing? Any other business that you're attempting to look into or proceed here in Pearl City?
Hmm.
I th
Horse shit?
I think I'm gonna try to find during the day. I'm gonna try to find the person who sent me that passcode. I'm gonna just like find them.
Okay. You're kind of douse. Are you going to
I'm
use
just gonna
dowsing?
douse them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 6,
Hmm.
6 hits.
6 hits. Um, Moon.
They're on the moon. Okay,
Yeah. Um,
that makes sense.
yeah.
Moon's haunted.
They're at the
Moon's.
still.
Yeah,
They're near the.
definitely.
They're near home base. Okay.
Yeah, that was a message sent from home base. Pretty decent. Like someone at least on your level of ability to project uh images and messages on force crystals.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna. Well, since I know, where they generally are, is there a side crystal? Is there a focal crystal near where they are?
There's hundreds of them.
That's a problem. Okay. Let's see. The owner of. Ooh, I got. It would be pretty hard to figure out who's focal crystal. I don't want to.
Yeah, it's kind of a target rich environment
Yeah,
there.
that's one of the. Like, I would have to get specific. Well, actually, I could probably drill down with 6 successes. Like,
Yeah,
could
I mean,
I?
if you want to like spend some time locating the specific like the one with the strongest noetic connection, yeah, you can do so.
I mean, they touched mine. I should kind of get an idea of
Yeah,
who.
you could with 6 successes on a dowsing. Yeah, you're able to filter all of that out and find what is likely to be the specific one that the one closest to the person who sent that message.
Hmm. Uh, let's see how to make this cute.
Hmm.
Um, did Sovereign have a sit? Did Sovereign have like a logo, like a specific like emblem that was her emblem or something like it?
Um, like hundreds of them.
Okay.
She had like an image that was continually like shifting in forces. Um, if you're looking for like a personal identifier, though, something that was in the file was her name,
Her
Cassiopeia Cortez.
So it'll basically just be her name in lights blinking and a phone and a phone wiggling.
Okay. Yeah, you send that message up.
Well, that took about 3 seconds, so I
Yeah.
guess what else?
Yeah. Yeah,
Just,
was anybody
I
else up to
think
anything?
Damian's just sitting there watching you like, wow, he's really in the zone. There, look at him go.
Yeah, Clairsentience is
What's he
incredibly
even
internal.
What's he doing?
I don't fucking know, but it's funny.
Just
Like just how like
yeah,
it's perceiving the universe.
yeah, it's the only way I ever focused. It made my mother so fucking happy. Anyway, yeah, yeah, I just had to try to get a line on the person on my the person who supplied me that information on Sovereign. I'm just trying to figure out what if they're trying to make a point.
It's fine. I'm just giving you shit.
I know, buddy. I'm just being silly. I'm not taking any much of this that seriously, to be completely honest. This is pretty low key as far as the shit we've gone up against. No one's shot me today. Okay, like this
No one
is such
shot
a
at
nice.
us today.
I haven't
Yeah.
taken any. I haven't been riddled with bullets. No one's tried to cut my head off. I haven't had to fight a subaberrant mutant. We're great. This is
Oh,
awesome.
He's still
fuck.
young.
Why would you say that?
I'm gonna go jump on my bed.
What?
Whee!
This doesn't even really belong to me.
All right. Anyone else doing any prep work or other business and the day before the
I'm
next
so
show?
sorry.
All right.
I can't think of it. The problem is, like I said, I'm not that kind of scion. I don't do the preparatory work. I just sort of do things.
And there's plenty of other stuff to do in Pearl City.
Yeah.
Clout chase.
For a
Yeah.
shit.
Buy shit. Steal shit.
Make a big
Right.
deal with your big, awesome psionic.
Yeah. Just
See if
probably go and spending the day out, kind of get a clear head for
Sure. Yeah.
what we're gonna be doing.
I mean, there is like plenty to see and plenty to do.
Yeah.
You know, up on the promenade, up on top side and downside. Yeah, so you just kind of like do a tourist tour kind of thing.
Yeah. Gonna get something to send to my brother.
Yeah. He did get back to you. He did send a message back to you, basically like saying, he could probably get some leave time in about a week.
Okay.
You know, and he's like, please don't do what you're planning on doing. I can get there by myself. That would cause so much goddamn problems for me. But I will get my way.
Boo.
I will get my way out there.
The response is just boo. Okay, I promise.
But yeah, he says he can get out in about a week. What about Alex or Vega? Anything you guys are getting up to?
I am trying to make sure that in addition to damaging their reputation locally, that it doesn't really affect stuff outside of like the Pearl City stuff. So basically, like if Asher's willing to link up with me,
oh yeah.
when I see stuff start to like spread to like other groups or other forums, I'm just gonna like try to ground it out or quash it.
The counter narrative is that people in Pearl City actually have no taste.
Yeah, exactly. Sock puppets.
Which is, I'm gonna guess, already the prevailing theory on the outside of Pearl City, given the sort of way things go. So who knows? At least that's how it probably is in the FSA for sure.
No, yeah, definitely in the FSA. And Venezuela doesn't like them a lot either.
But they don't have enough guns and Jesus. So
well, they seceded from Venezuela.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you guys spent some time doing a little bit of damage control. What about Vega? Are you getting up to anything?
Not really. Like helping where she can help, and otherwise just probably.
I mean, juicing Alex's brain meat is probably.
I can definitely juice that up.
Actually, I could use a dot extra.
Yep, I can do that as long as it's in the force of resilience areas. We got you.
I can use a little bit more intellect or a lot more resolve. But
okay, cool.
Yeah, but you can definitely, you can spend some time juicing the brains as you guys are like pulling off this like online pettiness campaign.
Trust me, the head massage helps. It makes it more effective. No.
It is actually pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. That absolutely contributes to your effectiveness. Okay, yeah. So you guys just kind of lay low, keep feeding the fire. And eventually the next show, it's in yet another arena. They're kind of hitting all of the big like concert venues and bigger bang arenas. This is actually in a smaller venue than the ones that you previously go. This is more of an actual bang club. So it's it is a smaller audience, but it is kind of like this one is kind of catered to like the true bang enthusiasts. Like a lot of the audience are going to be like the bang scene of Pearl City.
Oh,
Um,
that's the means to make them look bad in front of the critics.
Well, the people who actually have a studied eye in what's good or bad. Yeah. So that's what the next show is. Yeah, you guys, Alex and Damian, you guys are definitely still on the list if you want to physically attend. Or are you guys planning on just like full wiring into Asher and remote messing with this?
Well, I am definitely planning to be remote with Asher.
I'm gonna make soup.
What kind of soup?
Hot
soup.
Hot soup.
I think I will be there because having at least one person on site, I think would be ideal. Plus, if anything goes sideways, I can get myself out very quickly.
Sure. Okay.
I'll stay on brain meats detail.
Okay. All right. So you're juicing people at
I don't.
Are you guys doing this operation from your suite, or are you guys heading a second location?
We're going to a second. We're going like just a public space.
One we haven't been to before.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
just
Sure,
drinking,
absolutely.
chilling.
So you're just going to like kind of a quiet restaurant or bar area kind of thing.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
And I will while I was scouring and doing brain searches earlier, I do look at the venue. I make sure the venue has nothing for whatever reason that gets in the way of what I can do or any of that. Just God help me. I don't know. I'm paranoid.
Make your remote sensing roll.
Okie dokie. Six again.
6 again. Yeah, you do a scan of it. Like you kind of like get like full scan of it. There's something weird there this time. Something feels a little off. You kind of focus and you find with that a number of successes, you focus in and there is like a very secure looking box under Feedback Joe's mixing board. That it actually, like, when you try and like look a little closer on it, you hit kind of this like wall of like there's this pocket of static.
Do I actually know about ministry noise dampening tech and stuff?
Yeah, I mean it's not necessarily ministry noise.
Oh, I thought it was. Wait, it's the Nihon from Nippon it started, but yeah, there's.
I mean, there's also like BioWare
that just like
blocks.
Like
like there are different ways of doing it.
Okay, so yeah, I would be aware that there's just like, oh yeah,
someone is specifically hiding something from a clairsentient or psionic detection.
Huh. How many people are in there right now?
In there right now in the stage area, there's about half a dozen. Like they're mostly like roadies and like sound techs going through things.
Alex, so someone put a basically a noise box static box under Joe's rig, and that's probably weird. So if you would do me a solid and set the fire alarm off in the building that I'm in, uh Damian, if you could, when that happens, if Damian, if you could um hop over there.
I can give it a whirl, or I could open a window.
Well, window, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Assuming you and I are linked, I'll go ahead and
Yeah, we'll
Yep.
just link up and
Yeah.
spend the psi. It's fine.
Spend your psi for that. Yeah,
Okay.
and make sure you spent the psi for remote sensing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You hop in, trip the emergency function, and those sound techs pour out of the room.
Cool. Yeah. If you could open the port, yeah, just open the window up too, so we can
Okay.
grab the thing.
Yeah, I can open up a window. That would probably be the safer one to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Yeah. Make that roll, please.
Okay, that's the right number of dice. Here we go. Seven.
7 successes. Absolutely. Like you
Plus
feel,
my
yeah.
nonsense from being dysfunctional.
Yeah, you feel a little bit of interference, a little bit of like slipperiness in the spatial integrity of the area. But you're able to pop open a window right basically at the edge of that kind of interference field.
Okay.
Looky.
Yeah, I mean you see exactly what you saw in your vision. Like it is a it's just like it's a small box. Looks like like a hat box size box. And like you see that it has like just like a little like BioWare nodule kind of integrated into the lock. That is like pumping out like psi disturbing static.
Interesting.
we just move the box somewhere else.
Yeah, is it just like a thing I can go whoop?
Yeah, no, you can literally like grab it through the portal if you wanted to.
Oh, I'll just take it then. Fuck it. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Hold on. Hey, Alex, could you get into this thing and see if it has any tracking or any sort of,
Can try.
or if you can maybe just shut it off and not make it, so no one knows we
Not
took
sure
it.
if it seems like it would make that difficult, but I will give it a shot.
Yeah.
You're
So
a pro.
there are two systems here. There's kind of like the electronic locking systems in it, and there's the BioWare disturbance field. Which of the systems are you trying to get into?
Do you just want me to unlock it, or do you want me to try to turn it
Let's
off?
just unlock it first.
I will try to get to the lock.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make that access roll. Go ahead.
1, 2.
There's a +2 difficulty on the roll due to the interference.
I get 2 enhancements, and that's 2 on the dice. That's 4 total.
Yeah, you're able to get in, pop it open, and it moves open. And when it swings open, you see a very like elaborate extra golden crown sort of situated in the box. It looks like it has like circuitry and wires and some crystal attachments like where the jewels would be.
Well, I would love to roll tap to get an idea of what the hell this thing is.
Absolutely, you should.
Well, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna roll Living Echo on this thing.
Okay.
To see who's been playing with it for the last day. Just really gonna drill down on this item, I guess.
It is 6 successes.
Wait, let's resolve.
2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 7.
7. Okay.
I got 2 on my Living Echo.
2 on your Living Echo.
Yeah. That might not.
As far as you can tell, this thing has been in this box for well beyond your limit of capacity. Like no one has been like messing with it or interfering with it. As far as tapping into it, the like sheer amount of resistance that you have to overcome, and like uncomfortableness as your psionic energy touches it, this is quantum technology.
Yep.
That, like, right off the back, it's quantum technology. It is and you're able to tap in and sort of access its basic schematics. This essentially is designed to enhance or replicate sort of quantum psychotropic mind influencing abilities.
I relay that. I'm like, can we just take it away and put it somewhere? Not
pull it through.
Yeah, we need to put that in. That needs to go into containment. That's not for people to have.
Pull it through then.
Yep.
I'm
Yoink.
not touching it. I need to hold up the portal.
Oh, yoink it.
You close it, take it out.
Yep.
Yep. And you're the role that you overcame for the lock, you're able to like trip the security measures that would have, like, if this thing were to have been moved, you disable those easily. And you pull the box through.
Are we pulling the whole box through or just the item, guys?
Oh, let's keep it in the box. I don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
And there was no tracker on the box, right?
Alex disabled it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the clear.
Can we get like a public locker at the at the tram station or something to put this in?
We'll do that on the way. Let's do that on the way to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely you can.
Closing the window.
Just fucking know. I don't even want to know what he was planning to do with that. Well,
Best case scenario, some kind of weird muzzy and performance thing. Worst case, I don't know. Yuck.
I'm gonna guess he was gonna try to do something along those lines. I just hope he practiced. Well, it doesn't matter now.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you have a layout of this club. Like I said, it's a much smaller venue, so like you get the impression it's going to be much more scaled down performance.
Yeah.
If we wanted to blow up their careers forever, plant a story in the papers about somebody finding this there.
Well, that was like, no, that's a life ruiner. We don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad this actually.
I don't even know. Like, is it? I mean, that's just straight up Novatech, though,
yeah,
right?
It's straight up Novatech.
Yeah.
And is that? Are people allowed to just have that? Like,
no.
Ultra super duper illegal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely
you go
illegal.
to jail forever for having something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I know who we're going to be delivering this to.
Yep. If y'all want to window this and just put it on Aeon's doorstep, like,
no.
We could tell Shell what we found. He'll,
yeah.
That is, I'll take him as our point of contact for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be better, I think.
Do you just want to like shoot Shell a message about?
I'll let him know.
It?
It's like,
oh yeah,
just crazy ass Nova. No. I call it no tech. In case there's watchwords.
He says, noted. I'll come by and pick it up.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, okay. So you guys take that off the board. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good that you checked ahead of time.
thinking Asher.
Okay, yeah. So
also, by the way, before we go any further, fucking good job, everyone. Yes, good job. We handled that efficiently and quietly,
like professionals.
Like we're good at this or something. Yeah.
Test to see how good we are at this kind of thing.
Okay. All right. Let's start the show. So Damian, you go through very similar process, just a lot less people going through it.
Yeah.
The amount of like spectator space in this particular show is actually ramped down considerably.
Oh yeah.
Like there's like an upper balcony to this club. that people can get into to just watch the show, but the vast majority coming to the show, like almost by default, have to be in the participant arena of it. Like there's a much more denser packed area, like has kind of like the potential to get a little bit closer, a little bit like more intense. Not a lot of, there's less room to like do like really wild stuff. So you can't get the impression that they're going to be doing a lot more like close up interactive kind of dance moves and whatnot. Like that's what you kind of get from the orientation procedure that they sent everybody through. Kind of like, the dance moves are a little different on the holographic projections as you're going in. So as Damian is going through the induction process, are you guys going to start getting in the systems? Like when are you starting to do stuff?
Well,
First thing I do. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, once we're linked up, I actually want to go ahead and get in the system because, like, this is here. I'm wondering if they made some other changes to the show audio visually.
Ooh.
So I want to take a start looking through ahead of time and also setting the points where I'll be activating the infrasound. So I assume that's also
okay. Yeah, go ahead and get into let's make the control roll for you to like start making those modifications.
I am going to activate, before we got into the link, favorable outcome.
Okay.
And I succeeded with just enough success to activate it, so I get 3 rerolls for the scene. That's
awesome. Cool.
That is 9 successes.
Oh boy. Yeah, you are fucking in there. You are like,
damn.
Yeah, you can just like start reprogramming their whole thing. You do notice, yes, there's changes to the show in like because of the venue. There is a significant change planned to the climax, where focus would have been pulled back up to the stage, for away from the crowd, like up to the stage during like the height of the climax. But they don't have their special toy now, so that might be different. Or that
as the focus is being shifted, that's I do set up the ramp up and where I have the infrasound to be enough to be fairly uncomfortable.
Absolutely, yeah.
Before I just gonna have it occasionally warbling through, and I also want to like just for the rest of the show like fuck with the mix, basically muddy it so it just doesn't sound that great.
Yeah, you are able to like get your fingers in.
Make sure to get in their headphones.
Yeah, like you are in control of this system. And you're able to do like actually give me a I need a culture roll from someone to actually be able to make the modifications correctly.
I can do it.
Like you can do this through Alex. Essentially, since you're in the mental link, like you can like feed her.
May I use manipulation for this, or do I need to use something else?
Sure. You can use manipulation, or if you want Vega to boost you in either your force or finesse.
Okay.
So it's going to be
force or resilience. I could probably do
it. I can't do finesse. I could do force or resilience.
I can do. I'll just do manipulation. It's where I'm awesome, and I have a reroll if I don't like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry if that was loud. Ooh, I like it. That is 6 hits.
6 hits. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You make the correct modifications. Where to layer the infrasound, where to do things. Are you guys like focusing mainly on the performance? Are you like interfering with like the actual machinery or the telepathic circuit?
So where I was interfering with was in right now is setting up is fucking with the PA system essentially.
The PA system, yeah, gotcha. Okay.
So that it will again be adding in the inaudible infrasound and also messing with just the frequencies in it. So I'm basically kind of like boosting towards the mid so everything sounds just a little muddier.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And,
yeah. Introducing like every now and again just a weird delay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I figure one of the things I would do, and for the telepathic thing that wouldn't hurt anybody, it's just instead of jump going out in a radius, it's like just really choppy.
Delays.
There's little tiny delays in everyone's commands to jump or do
Everyone's
stuff.
a little off from each other.
So no one's
Out of
going to hurt
sync.
themselves or do anything
yeah,
dumb, but it's
you
not going
would
to look
need
good.
to hack that system specifically.
Well,
Yeah,
that's not up
that
to me then.
Those are two separate systems.
Then in that case, yeah, just fuck up with the feedback in their headphones so they're off time. That's it.
Well, basically, I want to do the headphones. If I can do another hacking roll or let that apply, I want to have the head introduce a slightly different delay in the audio in each of their headphones, just by like
Yeah.
milliseconds, but enough
Yeah.
so they're all off from each other.
Nope, you are in your AV. Yeah, you're all up in their AV gear.
Yeah.
So you are able to definitely fuck with that shit. Okay, so you're leaving the telepathic circuit alone for now.
Yeah, I will probably do that in real time if I can set this stuff up in
Sure.
advance.
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
do one at a time.
You also know that you have the capacity to damage it since it is a biological thing. Like you can use Vega's Vitakinesis to physically disrupt it.
Would you still have to touch it?
No, if you're linked with Asher, you can use
You can kill.
Oh, that's right.
You can kill someone on the moon. It doesn't matter. Anywhere within 100,000 kilometers of where we are right now, we golden.
Well, do we want to go that explosive, or do we just want to fuck with it so that everything's off?
I don't want
to.
I don't want to cost them anything.
If they stay after this, we can start thinking about destroying stuff, or if we figure out what they were up to with that crown.
Okay, yeah. So the show starts going. And I'm assuming like in the early parts you wouldn't like you would build up to the
I'm ramping it up. Yep.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So things start, as it did last time, only scaled down in a more like compact, intimate manner. I mean it's essentially the same show, just with sort of those variations. Being clued into the plan, Damian, you know the timing of when things are going to be starting to fuck up. Are you doing anything while you're there to contribute, or are you just kind of like eyes on the just?
I think I'm eyes on the ground right now for the most part. Because if things, if something goes sideways, if something unexpected happens, I'm in the link, so I can immediately let people know, or hey, this is not working, ramp it the fuck up. I'm kind of our metric, I think.
Yep, I'll be periodically checking in with you on, all right, how's the vibe?
Shitty.
Well, for once, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Now, if I get eyes on a certain individual's like personal devices at any point in time, that then I will be actively doing something. But
okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, you are.
I ask you to let us know if you notice Joe noticing that this thing is going.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you want to give me an empathy roll to sort of like keep an eye on their mood as they are going.
Absolutely, I will. I can totally do that. Can I make a case for empathy cunning?
Sure.
Excellent.
This is a cunning plan, after all.
Dang right it is. Not a great roll. That is 2.
Yeah, you kind of keep an eye on them as they're like, as they kind of reveal themselves. They're out of sync. Like they're like the little technical problems that are starting to catch up certainly is like affecting their mood and like their performance. Like there's a bit of like an edge to their expressions on their face, but you don't really get like anything specific. Like you're not getting a strong read on like anything other than what you would expect.
Yeah,
given
there's some stress.
Good. I won't ramp it up for any more.
No, keep going.
Oh well, it's already going to ramp up more on its own. I just
good.
If it needs more adjustments, let me know.
Will do.
Ramp it up faster.
Meanwhile,
will do.
I'm actually going around the bar, being a guy, just having fun at the bar, throwing darts and shit, having drinks.
Yeah, just being kind of this cosmic switchboard.
It's great.
I'm just frowning at my pretending I'm frowning at my bio complex or my mini complex. I got bad news.
The whole
Leave me alone.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, the show progresses and is just like not great.
Should I switch to messing with the timing of the
yeah, if you want to switch to that, you can go ahead and make another technokinesis roll.
I feel like my changes to their system are going unnoticed so far, and nobody's...
No, they're definitely noticed. Like they are actively attempting to they're having to like fall back and like stop reacting to the crowd, and they're like trying to like counteract what you're doing. You've done.
In that case, I'm actually going to stay in this because I think this is more effective.
Okay.
And, for messing with their performance, and just as though they have a bunch of gremlins to deal with and can't seem to get on the same page.
Yep. And from Damian, they are completely not engaging with the crowd whatsoever, and the crowd is not happy.
Yeah, it is. They're much more focused on damage control than anything else. Yeah. So yeah, the show continues to build. The glitches continue to infiltrate. Damian.
Yes.
And Asher. If you want to make me a technology roll, since I'm assuming Asher, you're like keeping view remotely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can. If you guys want to give me a technology roll real quick.
Okay, technology paired with
probably cunning.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, cunning would probably be the best.
It would be cunning.
Or resolve.
I will absolutely do that with cunning. 1 second.
Good thing we don't botch.
Did you fail though?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's a momentum.
4
successes. So as
I love you, number 10.
Yeah. As the show is beginning to reach its climax, and you're keeping your eye up on the stage, you're not really like they're clearly stressed, they're clear emotions, and like, when you had learned from Alex that there was a point in the show where the focus was supposed to come up to the up to the stage. You see Feedback Joe take something out of one of like the pockets on his jacket, and it looks like kind of like a futuristic USB stick, and he like a very clear like act of frustration plugs it into his mixing board.
Oh shit.
So you notice him doing that. Would you like to attempt to do something about that? Because otherwise something will happen post-whip.
Yeah. It's on his board, right?
Yeah, he is in the process of like connecting it up to his board.
Do I have eyes on the, I guess, main power for his board?
Yeah,
cables?
those, they're all kind of like up in the stage area.
So like the cables go up, right?
Yeah, well, no, it's all wired up into the ceiling.
Okay.
Like you don't have easy access to the power.
I more meant if I could see where they connect to the board so that I could possibly tiny window yank one.
Yeah, sure. If you want to do
power the board down.
Yeah, you can try and power the board down.
I mean, my only other thing is going to be very obvious, and I'd be fighting him on it, which would be to try to take the actual device, and I don't want to do that because that's super fucking obvious.
Yeah, they might know. They might know who's doing that.
Yeah,
and you have you also have the. I mean, you have the speed of thought. If you are you going to relay what's happening to your?
Yes. Oh yeah. All of this is getting relayed.
Well,
to everybody.
You should definitely do what you're gonna do.
Yep.
But yeah, I think Alex, you can just probably block that port, right?
That is
Yeah.
exactly what I'm going to try.
I'll just tell you
Build a
what port
port.
it. I just tell you what port it is.
Is it part of the same system, or do I need to switch to the board itself?
No, it's part of the main AV. Like all of their boards are wired into the main AV system, which you
That's
are
what
you are
yeah.
in. Yeah.
Yep, I will try to then I will try to take basically shift my attention just to his board and block just fry all the USB equivalent ports.
Okay. Give
Or
me an
yeah.
access roll to cause that to make that thing. And are you still trying to shut the power off, Damian?
Oh yeah. Oh,
you still want me to?
Go for it.
I might not succeed.
Just because one of these will disrupt the show more than others.
Yeah.
You can still try, but I should probably succeed on that since that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Absolutely. Yeah, you are able to interdict whatever signal is starting to get out. Like you can like tell that it is like a very large, like thick, with like heavy encryption uh video and audio file that like he was planning to project into the crowd.
Interesting.
How many successes did you get?
Oh, it was either 5 or 6. Sorry, I already moved the dice. Okay.
Oh yeah, if you wanted to, you could copy it.
Oh yeah,
Please
absolutely.
Wait.
Yeah. So yeah, you block that port, and as the climax of the show rockets off, all of the light and the sound focus goes up to the stage where nothing of particular interest happens, and they just like trying to kind of like they yeah, because the other two are in the crowd at this point. He does his best to like do a cool dance.
I'm so sorry, man.
Like he tries to do a dance solo. That's not his thing.
No.
I'm so sorry, Joe.
Oh,
Joe.
Don't be sorry now.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's I'll just feel bad while we're doing it.
Not with everything we're not with all the shady shit these guys are trying to pull.
Yeah, and from like the spectator area, like a kelp smoothie just like gets like expertly lobbed up to the stage and like lands on his face.
Oh,
no.
Asher misses his fucking dart because of how much that hurt to watch. Like,
yeah, and like so like somebody like shouted like you never even deserved Kelpie.
Perfect.
Yeah, and they try like an attempt is made to recover and like end the show properly, but the vibe is fucking shattered.
Oh, so bad.
I start as they are finishing up, I start undoing everything I did so that when they go to troubleshoot their system, it will look normal.
Okay, yeah, you clip
Gremlins.
unravel their the changes that you made, and yeah, and things just kind of like end on a wet fart note.
literally play a part.
Gosh.
Wow.
So yeah, this is a like Damian. The vibe is toxic. It is absolutely atrocious. Like no one's having a good time. No one got off. No one had their catharsis or climax. This was just a bad show, and people are just like bypassing the chill out rooms, getting the fuck out of
Yeah,
there.
nobody was dancing and enjoying themselves. They're like, fuck this shit.
Yeah. Like the dancing was the best part of it because like you guys didn't fuck with the telepathic system.
Yeah.
But the music, the vibes, like there was sound, like they tried to do some weird like new climax that just was a nothing. And yeah, it's a bad show and it ends early.
Yeah, I guess let's check that video, what he was trying to do.
I've already basically I'll disengage from their system. Well, I'll stay on long enough to make sure the show's actually ended and that they're packing up, and then disengage from the system and start working on trying to see what that would have been.
Yeah, you're gonna need to do an Enigmas roll to break the encryption of it.
Hey Vega, you got that brain handy?
Yeah, Mr.
You
Can
want to
we roll that one, I
yeah,
assume?
yeah, roll to see how much you boost her intelligence by.
Okie dokie. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7.
Damian's just gonna sort of lose himself in the crowd and start heading out as other like little knots of people do.
Easy enough to do.
Yep.
All right, 1, 2.
Just, trying not to be super noticeable.
Okay,
Yeah.
you got 3 extra
Because,
attribute
yeah.
dots for either force or resilience.
Okay,
So
just for one roll, or does that last for a little while?
It lasts a while. It lasts for, I believe, mode minutes.
yeah,
I'll just spread them between.
I'm gonna guess you can just commit them though.
Yeah. Oh my god. That. Okay, that was actually still not bad. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 successes.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, it's actually you get one milestone on breaking the encryption. It's gonna take 2 more milestones. It is like it's not just the encryption. It is like the data itself is programmed for like a completely foreign operating system. Like so it is like even with the like the first layer of encryption is like standard encryption, and then like actually like trying to interact with the file format would be the next milestone.
Think the ship would be better at it?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you've gotten progress on it. Like it doesn't seem to be outside of the realm of your capability. It's just going to take some time to fully crack it.
I'd rather
that
keep
was a
it
roaring
on this
success.
and start transmitting it around. I'd rather just keep it local
You're right.
until we're up there.
Yeah, Damian, actually, if you want to give me a larceny roll to do an Irish goodbye.
Yeah, absolutely. I can in fact do that.
Because you do kind of like notice like they are up in their booth, like focusing on their equipment, but also like scanning the crowd. And it's not unconceivable that they might be looking for someone responsible.
Any friendly face, maybe? Or
yeah.
Starting to run out of my luck, y'all. That's 2.
Okay, let me
you should use some momentum just in case.
We have momentum.
Use 2 momentum.
How much momentum do we have?
Just use the 2 we have.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, let me roll to see if they actually overcome that.
Okay.
Yeah, if they
I thought there was a target number
momentum.
we were.
No, it's going to be a contested roll, and there are my dice. I'm giving them this roll because their bang show effects are still in effect, so they do get some pretty hefty bonuses to this. How many successes did you get?
2.
2. Would you like to spend any momentum for to roll more to give yourself enhancement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Burn what we got left.
I'd like to burn our momentum.
Okay, you get 1 momentum. That does give you another ding. Yeah, you radical flow, like when they kind of pop their head out and like scan the crowd, they pull out something from their pocket and point it directly at you, and like you see like kind of like a low intensity little laser light kind of glance up and down you.
Rude.
Yeah.
If you want to make a technology roll to kind of figure out what
I
that might
absolutely will. Because I have a concern now.
Time to make a scene.
It might be. It's either time to make a scene or it's time for me to flip somebody off and just fucking teleport.
I mean, there is always tumbling back through your portal with the double guns. I mean, there's always that.
Now that's an exit.
3.
Yeah, it like you think it's like a pretty sophisticated long range holographic capture. So they basically just like got your image.
Yeah, you should have a discussion with them about that.
Yeah, I'm actually going to. I'm actually just gonna
like are you like trying to talk to them like from
I actually am doing like what the fuck?
Yeah, she just kind of like does she gives you a stank face.
Just straight up, just fuck you.
There. It's the only response. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We're fine. Not what we always.
Oh, and there's definitely, more than a few people that are seeing that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. People are like,
I'm sure other people are recording.
Yeah, the people are pulling out their OpNet phones and recording this interaction.
Yeah. I'm just
say
like,
something shitty about the show. Say something shitty about the show to them. Yell something about the show was shitty.
So you're happy to use like my teleportation abilities on your other shows, but the second you have one bad one, you gotta fucking try to, I don't know, scan me and shit without my fucking permission. Fuck you.
Give me a persuasion roll.
There's the stuff.
Yeah.
There's the stuff. Bad having a devil on your shoulder.
Angie.
I wish I had somebody there capturing this video for me so I could just send it to that Maven who wrote about you before. Here's something juicy about that.
Yeah, I'm actually. I mean, this is absolutely going to go to some of the people that we,
you
know.
Just, I mean, you can just interdict a phone.
Yeah, if you want to make an access roll, you can interdict a phone or even a tap roll.
I still have a bunch of size. So if you want to keep just using your powers, go for it. I'm only half out.
3 on the persuasion roll. I'm going to make a roll for them as well again. They still have their bonuses.
I know.
Got it. Yeah, Alex, you absolutely capture an image.
Excellent.
I mean, I'm not even technically lying. I didn't.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
You didn't do anything.
Like she actually like gets on the mic and says like, we fucking love Scions. Scions are the best. They're here protecting us, but you know what? They can still push people around with their powers. We've been detecting some real irregularities. We wanted to give you guys a good show, but you know what? We can't explain what happened to our equipment tonight. And we've got, someone here skulking around. So, maybe you should just get the fuck out of here.
I'm not skulking around or anything. I came to watch your fucking show.
That's
it. I decided to leave.
And you fucking doing so much coke right now.
Yeah, you fucking stop and scan me. Like, I'd rather be off, doing coke and enjoying my fucking self, and instead I lasted through your pathetic fucking show because I didn't want people to walk out on you.
Oh yeah.
Like the people who are among the people who are staying to watch this, it is not clear on whose side the majority of people are.
Oh, what? I didn't
they have I mean, the people who are staying are probably some of their more intense fans.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're giving as good as you're getting, and in any other situation, you'd be pretty confident about anything, but they still have some kind of mojo, and mystique and chic going. You're kind of paling the vibe. You're catching the vibe, and you're not dominating this. It is very much an in play, and you're not sure how profitable it would be to continue this.
No, this is still a bad look for them.
Yep.
It absolutely is. I'm just
So-
gonna dip.
Okay, hates scions. Are they really
Yeah.
Pearl City material?
What is the real meaning of all those aberrants that we keep seeing at their concerts?
I wasn't leaning on that, but
Oh,
Lean on it.
I'm just saying that's an angle.
Yeah,
They
I'm
hate
gonna.
scions, but really down with old school novas. What's
Yep.
up with that?
Yeah, I'm going to honestly, because it is a flex. I'm gonna portal.
You're just gonna jump out?
Yeah, I'm gonna transportal just to
Yeah.
Say
Okay.
like fuck this, fuck like I don't have to walk out of here. I can
Sure.
leave whenever I want, and I will.
Absolutely. You dip through space and time.
Yep, just
as soon as he
boom,
does
portaled.
that, I do in fact send just put that video like that ends with Damian portaling out up as a comment on the the social media page that was about him in the first place.
Oh,
Absolutely.
big red arrow, circle flash pop, total meltdown in big
Yeah.
red text.
Yep.
Total meltdown. Yep.
Absolutely.
I'll use the sock puppets to one will do it, and I'll just if it doesn't immediately catch on, I'll encourage its virality a little bit.
And
Absolutely.
from Damian to the rest of them, if you can pull up video from the other night when I was happily helping them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna show you getting their cards. We're
Getting
gonna
their
show
cards,
you being
from
friendly,
the
hugging.
shows.
Awesome portal jumping. Yep.
Yeah, the portal jumping, when I was enabling all of their people to jump through portals and shit.
Yep.
Unfair expectation put on Scion that attends concert.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Can't carry their own show without psionic help.
So with various nudges and little reinforcement of fire lighting, the scene. I mean, a lot of the people who were there were like big time bang enthusiasts and other performers, and like with the exception of like a hardcore of their true diehard fans, their name quickly becomes fucking mud on the Pearl City scene. And like early in the morning, there is an announcement from their PR, citing citing like a lot of like mush mouth, it wasn't our fault, it was bad vibes kind of thing. The cancellation of the Pearl City tour, and that they will be getting out of the city to set up another tour in a more like vibe conducive venue.
I'm sure that all of the bang enthusiasts in Pearl City love that one.
Oh
Jesus.
yeah, no, like they absolutely do like a stinky exit of like blaming the fans.
Oh well, I'm not buying any of their shit now. Fuck them.
They'll be all right. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
One bad show does not have to ruin a career unless they, had used with that crown thing.
They're still filthy rich capitalists.
And yeah, absolutely there.
All right.
We're in future socialism time. Like majority of the planet is operating under future socialism, but you can still make money. Anyway, so within a couple of hours of like that announcement going out, Damian, your fixer gives you a call.
And he'll answer it just,
hey, fucking great job, that is, the clients are actually like very fucking happy.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what they wanted. I mean, I have a note for you in particular. You kind of got a little put yourself on the scene a little bit,
Yeah.
But overall they're overjoyed. They're very picky and persnickety, so I do get that note.
Yeah.
However,
I'll be more than happy to let them know. That's part of why I was establishing the rep beforehand.
Yeah, no, that's great. No, it's fine. You definitely okay, because they're sold. They're sold. They want to work with you guys.
Hell yes.
And he says they're going to give you they're handing you some a little bonus. They're giving you tickets for the premiere of the Blue Nebula show, VIP tickets, and they're gonna meet you backstage.
All right.
Apparently, yeah, they're going to meet you backstage after the show.
Sounds great.
So yeah, you guys are set up to have that official meeting. It's at the, it's going to be on Saturday, so you guys have a couple of days to chill.
All right.
And and like they forward like a nice healthy cash bonus, like these Blue Nebula tickets that are worth like a car, like 5 VIP backstage access tickets are like a fucking personal car. And seeing as no one owns personal vehicles anymore,
yeah,
like an actual, like, owning a car is not a small
it's
thing.
a
So
luxury.
yeah, like the tickets alone are just that expensive.
Ooh.
Jesus.
I think
All
Asher
right.
at this point,
Better
after
goods.
after realize like seeing the amount of money and seeing it, just starts laughing uncontrolled. It's like, a month ago we were eating printed meats.
Real food.
We'll be there.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
okay.
Only
Oh God,
100%
using
real
our power
food,
for
never
evil.
synthetic again.
Oh
God.
God, being evil pays so well. Oh no.
So
Being
yeah,
morally
Now,
ambiguous pays well, everybody.
they did have a Novatech mind control crown thing that's over the link, I assume. So,
Yeah.
we might not have been just the baddies. We might not have been the only baddies here.
I'm gonna guess that may have been just the one of them, but you're right. I mean, that was a very dangerous thing he was about to try to do. And
Well,
probably when we find out what's on that video and info, we're gonna be even more upset.
yeah.
if you want to, like I said, you have about like a work week. Like that show was on a Sunday, and the Blue Nebula premiere is this upcoming Friday. So you guys have like a week of free time.
Oh my
If you
God.
wanted to make another roll, tracking that.
Should I use should I do like a regular skills roll, or should I try to use my tap to do that?
You could do either. It's not, you already have sort of headway on it. So yeah, you could do either. You would definitely need to reboost from Vega if you wanted to have her smart points.
Yep. Hey Vega, could you one more time?
Sure. Give me a sec.
Actually, I'm just gonna try to use my psychic power.
Okay.
It's I don't know, I'm pretty good at that.
All right. So that's 4 successes.
Okay, well.
I can help.
A 4 bonus to your attribute.
Oh, that's wrong with our dice. Oh wow. That's still 5.
Okay. So yeah, you get in with your tap and start to interact with it. If you'd like to then make an intelligence enigmas roll on top of that, and you can actually take those bonus dice from Vega's.
Excellent.
How that works.
Meanwhile, I think Damian and Asher are just playing blink tag grab ass.
We got to redo our hair.
Did you say you could boost me up to 7, intellect 7 with that?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Actually. That's the most you can get.
Yep. Excellent. No, that's actually really good. That actually gives me 2 dice.
Got a hot brain.
Yes. That's
hot brain coming through.
What? That is 9 successes.
Okay, so not only do you break through all of the encryption, the fact that you use tap allows you to break through the final milestone, which you're able to tell is there is quantum level encoding on this as well. There has been some like digital, like quantum digital manipulation, like the other side of what you can do in this data. and you unpack it all, you strip it out, and you're able to recognize it. This is basically a like full holographic projection, like full 3D projection video file. And like as you're breaking it down, you know that this has some power embedded into it. Like when this is played, something will happen to the people watching it.
Yep, I am not going to play it directly. I am well, first I'm just gonna share that with the group. I might see if I can grab like the holographic equivalent of like a frame grab from just somewhere, from like
without amount of successes, you can grab like a quick thing. And it is a full like almost like hard light tech level projection of Sovereign.
Fuck.
Like that's the image that you grab from it. Like her like decked out as though like she were in full concert mode herself. Like this is what you gather is like a recording of one of her old performances.
Huh.
Was she like a pop star also?
She was like kind of a multimedia diva. Like anything that got her attention, she would do.
Oh, like Paris Hilton.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, I guess.
Okay, well that's less bad. But I'm curious what it would have, what his plan. I mean, obviously, like maybe we're all dancing with Siren now, like or dancing with Sovereign.
Now we're all like in love with this Nova.
I was gonna say we've seen the intellectual and emotional impact that this kind of thing can have. You remember?
Yeah.
So I can't imagine. Maybe maybe the intent is sinister or not, but it certainly looks that way.
I mean, I feel like it would probably have instilled some sort of positive intimacy towards Sovereign in such a way that maybe you would go to bat for Novas.
Well, given what you
you would definitely like to unpack this further. You would need like a Quantikinetics help.
Yeah.
To like unpack it in such a way that you would be able to like figure out exactly what it did. But I mean, there are no Quantikinetics around, so like it is kind of a situation.
A tiny bit.
Yeah, it is kind of a situation where you would need to play it and like see it, so what effect it has in order to find out more.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk that.
Yeah, we can hold off on that.
I'm going to just carefully re-encrypt this and with a passkey, so whenever Shell comes to get that crown, I'm just gonna turn a flash drive or a drive with this and give them the key for it and be like, and tell them about that as well. Like whatever you want to send this up the chain to is fine, but I don't want to.
Yeah, they still have the master copy of it.
Yeah.
Well,
so I'm guessing that too would likely be something that's. I mean, that's not something that's you're allowed to have?
No, that's big no tech. That's
big no
tech. That's on the scale of the mimetic virus that you guys dealt with.
That's true. It is a mimetic. It is some other form of mimetic mind altering thing, and I'm pretty sure that crown would have just amped it like big time.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd rather do it. I mean, there are better ways to get your point across than mind controlling people.
Yeah. Propaganda by making points one thing. Propaganda by forcing people to see your point. I don't.
Also,
if that's what this is.
I didn't sign up to join a Sovereign cult. I thought we were just gonna go and see a concert and dance.
Yeah. If anyone wants to give me an intellect empathy roll,
sure.
Yeah, actually.
Why not?
Why not?
Could I commute at Vega?
Yeah, I can do it again.
Do you need to? Or yeah, if you
it's just been a few minutes, so
yeah. Actually, you should probably.
Yeah, you should still have. Yeah, you can still have it.
Always my
three.
pathetic 3 roll.
Yes.
I got 1 whole success.
I got 3.
Holy crap! On 10 dice, I got 1 success.
Wow. All right. So you guys kind of like piece it together, trying to figure out like what their angle might have been here, and what you guys are able to kind of like figure out based on what they know. They or he, you're not able to tell like how involved the other members were, but you think this wasn't. You think they only pulled this out because things were going wrong for them, like their capacity to do, like they felt basically they did it in response to what you guys were doing. They wouldn't have done this. They wouldn't have attempted to play this card if you guys hadn't started to mess with them.
Interesting.
So use massively illegal technology outlawed all throughout the fucking known universe in response to having one bad show.
Yeah, that's something a 19-year-old would do. I was 19 once. Yeah, I know. You know what I would have, like, God, I'm so glad I didn't get my powers until I was older. I would have been a monster.
Yep.
Lord knows don't put Novatech in my fucking hands when I'm 19. Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm glad they don't have that anymore, at least. Though if this was their backup plan, who knows what that thing is up to.
Yeah, I'd be interested to get a report back from hopefully Shell will at least be able to give us some details on what that thing actually did, Lord, because it was upsettingly fuzzy to look at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Shell does like get back to you after a couple of days, after you give them that stuff. And he kind of he pops up on your holographic communications thing in the suite. It's like, oh yeah, thanks for getting that stuff. Are you guys gonna be telling us where you got that shit?
Do you guys in the link? You guys want to tell them? Is that fine with you guys?
I think that we should, yeah.
It's probably. I would imagine that we got it from Feedback Joe.
He was trying to use
He
it.
was going to use it.
One of the members of Anime OK.
Thank you, Damian.
You're welcome.
Sorry, you're right.
Sorry,
I forgot. You weren't part of the mission. You weren't on the mission we were just on. Sorry. I'm used to all of us being in each other's heads all the time, so I forget not everyone knows things instantly.
Yeah.
Weird, right?
I know the name of that band. That I'm not.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they were fucking with this shit?
Yeah.
I would say he was. I don't necessarily. I would not. If there would be repercussions, I would rather it not come down on the other two.
I mean, their entire show is laden with fucking, Nova references as it
That's
is.
what the intent was, but
it's not illegal to say that to have those feelings and thoughts. We can't let.
Right.
It's when you try to force them on other people through quantum magic that there's a
it's fucked up, and we're putting this shit in the vault. As far as like what we've been able to now analyze what the crown does. We haven't been able to crack what the actual focus of the file is. That's really hard unless we want to expose people to it, which we don't.
He still has the master of that. He still has the main drive.
All right.
I couldn't pull it from him without risking myself.
No problem. We'll set up a Proteus team to take care of that. No, but like the crown, whatever the crown we think like is kind of like a focusing device, like whatever effect that the file would had, it would have focused the benefits of it onto whoever was wearing the crown.
That's
all
interesting.
these happy feelings about Sovereign would be transferred to Joe Schmo, dude.
Maybe.
Or maybe he would be feeling it, or maybe it would be a conduit by which he would have experienced the whole crowd's like love and adoration all at once, perhaps. Like I could think of a lot of weird reasons to do exactly that if you were a young idiot, like there's with a big hole in your chest.
Yeah. Phenomenal power shouldn't be given to teenagers.
No.
Yes.
Good advice.
All right. Well, thanks for the update. We will follow up on that. Good to know. So how you guys doing in Pearl City? You guys settling in, getting what you want?
Yeah.
Pretty
good time.
All right.
I mean, it sounds like you guys had some productive times here. So yeah, good. Best of luck. If you see any other weird shit, sure to let me know. I'll take it off your hands if you need it.
Thanks.
Cool. How are you guys? You guys had any conversations with the old veteran up there on your ship?
I hadn't had it. We were kind of wrapped up in this anime okay thing, but we will try to. Yeah, your questions are all valid. We're kind of curious too.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you guys followed up on that.
Hey, where was the locked room? I'm going to go try to find it.
I encoded some location data into the message, so
thank you.
You should be able to find it.
May have been the former captain's quarters.
Not sure. It looked pretty out of the way. Like not it wasn't like it. I can get my way around the ship pretty thoroughly. But yeah, it was out of the way, not obvious. So yeah, not sure. Like I said, it responded to some older Aeon codes, which strange, but I couldn't get all the way through.
Yeah. Well, we're probably due back to go check on the ship anyway.
Yeah, I can get us up there if y'all want.
Oh, that's right. We took the Bobo down.
No, we took the elevator. Oh, did we? Okay, yeah. I think you're right.
Did we park and take the? No, we took the Bobo down.
Yeah, you guys landed the Bobo, the Starlight.
That's right.
Starlight.
I'm just saying, we don't even need that. I can just get us right back up there. So
if we want to go, yeah.
Yeah, you guys still have a couple of days before your meeting with the clients.
I want to see the kitties.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go visit.
This is all beautiful and wonderful, but I could a little bit of time floating around and flying around would be kind of fun anyway. You can't just fly around down here.
We could bring fish to the kitties.
Oh yeah, let's get snacks.
Yep, I was thinking that would be nice.
Okay,
cool. Yeah, you guys can go hit the local fish market, get some massive tuna and tropical fish.
I'm gonna just buy some amusing little tchotchke for ship. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Just cause.
Nice. Yeah, and you very easily enough, you definitely have a noetic connection to your quarters up there. You open up a portal, you guys can step right up.
We are home.
Oh yeah, lights starts to come on. He doesn't need the whole thing. Eventually, ship has a projection pop up. Oh, you're back. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, bud.
How have you been?
Fine. I've been really digging into Earthloon OpNet. A lot of information. Yeah. It is within nanoseconds that the kitties show up smelling the fish.
We brought the baby's presents.
Yeah, they are getting at it. If regardless of whether you give it to them or not, they are whoever has the
not me.
Yeah, it is happening.
Damian knows better.
Yeah, they are getting into it. And it's just so how are things going down there?
We got into a little bit of spicy trouble, but in the fun kind of way, not the getting beheaded kind of way.
Interesting. I mean that's good.
I prevented spicy trouble for once.
Yeah, I feel like it was more of a caper than anything else.
Yeah,
that sounds fun.
Yeah, and your analysis was very helpful. Thank you.
Oh, good. Glad to hear.
It really was.
Yes. Media certainly has gotten weirder.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really, really has.
Yeah.
Everyone's sad for a second, as we all are. It's
as we all feel old for a minute.
It was so much simpler when I was a kid back in 2100.
We're not that much older than they were, y'all.
Is there anything I can help you with?
We did have a couple of questions from our good friend, the captain.
He's an interesting fellow. They are an interesting person.
They are, yeah. So they just had a few questions they wanted us to clarify on, just to see. I know that your memory is a little bit has holes in it.
Certainly. I mean, I cannot promise that I can answer.
Right. They just didn't feel comfortable pressing as they were a guest on the ship, but
I see.
They sent the questions through us just to make to be polite.
I understand. Yeah, any questions you have, I'd be willing to provide those answers to the best of my ability.
Okay, I'll just go down the quick list.
Well, while that's happening, Damian's setting up the little souvenir things that he picked up for ship.
Kind of like they kind of they just kind of like wave a holodeck perspective on. Oh, that's very cute.
Yeah.
So the first question they had was about the Epsilon Eridani system
Yes.
in general. It's a sacred system, or at least it's an important system.
It's important system. Yes.
So
that is what that one guy called it as well.
The word sacred did come up at some point, but sacred to I'm guessing the aberrants.
No, not necessarily. I mean, it is okay. Well, I suppose a bit of a I do have some historical data on it, as it is shared information between all involved. Yeah, sure. I can absolutely break that down for you a little bit better. So I've been gathering some information from the opposite side of this. It's very interesting. So there was the ultimatum when the Nova kind were asked to leave. It was Divis Small, as he was known at the time, who kind of enforced that and made everyone comply with that. Epsilon Eridani was sort of like the first place everyone went. And there was a meeting, a conclave, sort of a what now discussion. Yeah, that was it's so many of them regard that system as a special place, as an important place. If there's anything like neutral ground between the various factions and subdivisions of Novakind, it's nothing like. Obviously, some of them don't feel have much compulsion about violating that neutrality, but I believe that was because humanity had made its presence known there. That was, I guess, an excuse enough to bring violence to that system. Now, it's just considered a place of import and historical import because many decisions were made about the future of Novakind there.
Right. The decree was another question about the decree of not returning. It sounds like the opposite end of the ultimatum, or is that just another name for the ultimatum?
Oh, no. That was very much you have a very good yeah, that was the decree of Divis Mall.
Gotcha. Okay, that was his enforcement of the ultimatum was gotcha.
Excellent. Yeah, that was that. I mean, there are other aspects to it, but in relation to Earth and humanity, that was what him and those who supported him laid down. Obviously, the colony and other anti-Earth aberrant Nova factions don't agree to that, but that, from what I understand, the majority of Novakind agreed to the decree.
Okay, so really just the colony is the one in this case, one might say, in this particular scenario, assuming the Divis Mall cult on that planet is fine where it is and everyone's good, it would be the colony in this case acting out of pocket.
Yes, definitely the colony is the bad actor in terms of that sort of thing. From what I understand, the Divis Small cult is a simplification of the humans that live on that planet. I've never spoken with him, but from what I understand, he's not the type to care about human worship. Generally, those who take on the name division or profess worship of Divis Mall are either doing so for their own purposes as a way of like taking some of his cachet onto themselves, or just praying at an empty altar.
Oh, like classic Satanism of the early 20th century.
Something along those lines. He never had a connection to that organization or whatever it may have become. He did not care for such things.
Okay, so yeah, not interested. He's not interested. That's interesting. I get it. Okay, so that answers. Yeah, okay. Okay, the next one might be just a little bit more personal. Do you have any, even the slightest idea of what your and your captain's mission was coming to this place? Or coming to where we found you?
Only in the broadest of terms.
Okay.
The ASIYAH and its captain and crew, from what I understand, I don't know the details, but I believe, from what I can recall, the mission was the patrolling and monitoring of the Orion sector.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. Probably just found something untoward and went for it. Like, that's what we would do.
No, I mean, from what I recall, that was specifically what our what we were meant to do, what we've been, I guess, ordered to do.
Yeah, that was actually the other thing. There's a power structure that y'all come from, and I was curious, is Davis Mall at the top of that power structure, or was your captain taking orders from someone else?
There's very sketchy details about this. I've never been there.
Gotcha.
I cannot go through the access portal that takes me there. That's a personal scale portal, so I only know this secondhand. I know very little about what's on the other side, and a lot of it's been removed from me. But from what I understand, Divis Mall, also known as the Ascendant, after the ultimatum in the Exodus, left this plane of existence several decades after the Exodus. He is no longer here.
Stepped sideways into nothing, huh?
Yeah, my notes on him is that at that point he was much more of a force of nature than a coherent personality. Capable of making very broad statements and decisions that were comprehensible by less evolved novas and baselines at all. But no, he headed out after doing his work.
So there is likely some other power structure of Nova kind that is still out there keeping the lights on.
Effectively. I know very little about it. I think what I did know has been removed.
Okay, that's fair. Those are just, I mean, though I don't think any of this information is going to be particularly shocking to them. I just wanted to clarify, just get everything on the table, what
sure,
we knew.
No problem. It's not, I have no reason to hide such things.
Oh, of course not. Nah, same team. All same team at this point.
Yes. But I do know that whatever's over there, they're doing their own thing, abiding by the decree. And yes, the ASIYAH is on long-term assignments to monitor the Orion sector, keep an eye on Earth at a distance.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, that makes sense. Damian, does before I go saying anything to anybody about anything further, that's your business. Does Aeon know about Eden?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to but I don't want to blow.
I don't know. I don't know how much detail they know, but yeah.
Well, the fact that they have a power structure and that's why they were out there, I think that's like they were asked to go on patrol by their power structure of the people out there. So I get, nothing shocking there. I'm just trying to basically water this down to the most useful but generic information I can give because, we don't want to put anyone on front street. We don't have to. But all right.
Cool. Anything further?
No, thank you so much. Let's enjoy. Let's just enjoy. We don't have to talk business.
I'm glad that you guys have returned. I'm assuming you're not done down there.
No, we just wanted to come up. I wanted to ask that stuff, but we also wanted to come up and say hey, see the kitties.
Oh yeah, well they are. I'm doing my best to entertain them, and they definitely do appreciate. Yes.
And I thought it'd be fun to bring you some things.
Oh no, they're quite lovely. Thank you.
And they're all things that you can actually affect and manipulate if you just play around a little bit with the gravitational forces on the ship.
No, absolutely. Very interesting. Yes. Yeah, like I said, I've been gathering information, scanning through various your OpNet sources, getting myself up to date. I have some things sort of in the background, things that I'm working on.
Okay.
I would certainly like to share with you when I have a bit more data, but I may have some things that we might want to look into.
Oh, excellent.
I was about to ask if you found anything fun, so absolutely.
I wouldn't call this fun.
Damn.
I'm not certain about what I'm seeing, but I am seeing familiar seeming transmissions out there. I'm trying to track them down and identify them more. I don't want to get anyone's ruffles, anyone's feathers until I know exactly what it is that I'm dealing with.
All right, well, when you're feeling like you need to, go through it all, just let us know.
Like I said, when I have something concrete, I'll be sure to share it with you.
Familiar how?
If I had to guess, I don't have this concretely, but I'm getting indications that there may be other intelligences on my level operating on Earth.
Oof.
Well, that's holy. That's
oh boy.
Okay. I
think more no-tech.
I wouldn't doubt that there are some remnants. But yes, I'm trying to identify, confirm. I think, I know I would certainly be interested into speaking with others of my kind. And especially, if they may be helpful, they may be allied, or they could be incredibly dangerous, in which case I would be fully on board with helping mitigate that threat.
Sure. Okay. We'll keep this part.
And that is where our internet cut out. Thankfully, we were at the end of the session anyway. Not very much to go over there, but we'll definitely pick up where we left off last time. Next time. Speaking of which, hopefully we'll be back in the studio. All of us have been vaccinated against the newest strains of COVID, as well as the flu and various other health issues that are arising. Fully recommend that each and every one of you get that COVID and flu shot too. Because, well, we care about our health and well-being, and we hope we care about your health and well-being. So yes, we will hopefully be back in the studio. If not, that means someone has the sniffles, and we don't want to risk infection because we have travel coming up, and, that would be no fun. But if you'd like to support the show and the channel, you can go to patreon.com/Simulacra Studios and become a patron. That would give you access to our Discord channel where you can chat with us and gain access to early casting calls where you can roleplay with us. You can also check out the Aberrant War project, maybe sign up to be for a one-shot there and be included in that. We are still continuing filming. Just had probably one of the best sessions of Aberrant I've ever participated in my entire life with Johnathan. Look forward to that episode. And yeah, so hopefully we'll be back in studio next time. See you then.